So this week's work, folks, is completing this assignment that was handed to you before the March break. So you have hopefully been working on this for quite some time now. You get this week to complete this assignment and send it to the Dropbox. Let's take a look at what this assignment is. We also went over this in class, but here it is again. So basically what you're doing is that you will scroll down and then pick a technology from here. First of all, one of these optical technologies. Most of you have picked one at school, but if you have forgotten, or if you want to change yours, go to the Google Doc and write your name there, and I will assign you a new topic. Okay, go do that today as soon as you can, so you have a topic and you can start working on it. So then let's say you have a topic already picked. So that's going to be one of these optical technologies. And then what you're doing with that is you will be researching a disease that can be diagnosed or treated with the help of that technology. Okay, and that disease could be any disease, any disorder that can be treated, diagnosed, checked up. So basically the technology that you pick should be in use somehow by the doctor in treating you or in diagnosing that you have that particular condition. So for example, if you pick the radiation therapy technology, then the radiations are used to treat cancer, right? So then cancer would be your topic for the disease. So the disease that you will be talking about in slides 1 to 6 is going to be cancer, and the technology that you will be talking about is the radiation therapy. Okay, so what you need to do during this week is just slides 1 to 6. So slide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and slide 6. That's it. You are not working on slide 7, 8, 9, and 10 for now. We might come back to these slides 7 to 10 down the road, but let's not worry about that right now. So for this week's work, you're only handing in slides 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's it. Okay, so for slide 1, you're just naming the disease that you're basing your 6 slides on and the optical technology that you picked. So you're just introducing your topics of disease and the technology to me. Okay, slide 2, now you're naming the organs or the organ systems that get affected by that disease. So for example, if you're talking about skin cancer, then the organ system that would be affected would be the integumentary system. Okay, so you're specifying very clearly, does it affect your heart, lungs, joints, muscles, circulatory system, nervous system, where in the body do you see the impact, and explain how it affects the system, right? So if you have skin cancer, then having the tumor sitting right on your skin, how is that going to impact the way the integumentary system works at the location of your tumor? If you have lung cancer, then how does the presence of a cancerous tumor in your lung impact the functioning of your lung? So this is what you're going to do in slide 2, background information. In slide 3, again, it's very self-explanatory. You are talking about the signs, symptoms, progression, and if there are any preventive measures for the disease that you chose. So what are the signs? How would the person know they have it? What are the stages? Some diseases do not have stages, then that's what you mentioned, that this disease has no stages. If there are, then roughly explain what those stages are. Is there a way for you to prevent the disease, and is the disease genetic? Slide 4, you are talking about any public health strategies that are out there related to your disorder. Okay, so basically, what is a public health strategy? It is something that is a mass level communication, or something that the community or the society as a whole does to prevent that disease. So for example, let's say vaccines, right? So we know that in certain parts of the world, polio used to be a very, very deadly disease, especially in young children. And so it was mandated by the government that every newborn will have to take the vaccine for preventing polio. That was a mandate, right? So that is a public health strategy. Everybody has to do it. It's mandated by the government. Sometimes it might just be a recommended thing, but you're doing that as a society to tackle the disease. What we're doing as a public health strategy on a recommendation level is the social distancing that we are all following right now to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Another example of a PHS, public health strategy, is that we have a program for older women in Ontario for preventing breast cancer, and there's the breast cancer screening program whereby every 2 years or so, older women, there's a cutoff date. If you are older than that age, then you have to get your mammogram done. So these are some examples of public health strategies. So you will now research for one such strategy for the disease that you are talking about. Okay. Slide 5. Now, in the medical field, there have been so many advances and so many technological inventions to treat and diagnose diseases. Some of those advances are robotic surgery, wireless brain sensors, 3D printing, stem cell research, cloning the organs, precision medicine, gene editing technology, and so forth. So many new technologies that people are researching, and some of these are already put to use. So now for your disease, you want to look for one such technological advancement that has happened. Explain that new technology that is either already in use or people are proposing it to be used for that treatment. So you will be discussing just briefly what that technology is and how does that help. That is slide 5. And finally, for slide 6, you know that every time a new method of treatment or diagnosis, a new technology comes by, there's always some ethical issue related to it, right? So some people like it, some people don't like it. There's always a debate. So what is that debate, or what is that ethical issue related to the new technology that you explained in slide 5? Also go ahead, explain, would you, now this is an opinion question, would you recommend continuing to develop or continue to use that technology? Why not? Okay, now it is not just going to be enough for you to say, oh yes, I agree, let's use it, or oh no, I don't agree. You have to now support your opinion by doing some research and providing statistics. So if you like it, why do you like it? Give us some statistics. So basically, if it's a good technology, you can look for statistics related to it. So for example, how many people in the past year or past years in some amount of time got cured or got comfort because that technology was used. Okay, you can look for reasons from your research to support your opinion, whatever those reasons are. So don't just give me a yes or no and stop right there. Look for good solid reasons to support your opinion. Okay, so if you complete this assignment for slides 1 to 6, based on everything that I'm asking you to do, that is a level 3, maybe level 3 plus. You're doing exactly what I'm asking you to do. If you want to now cruise into the level 4 and 4 plus area, you need to go above and beyond. You can do a little bit extra relevant work related to this. You can do more detailed research. And if I see that happen, then now we're talking about a level 4. Okay, so go ahead, complete this assignment this week, slides 1 all the way to slide 6. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to say no to this, right? We don't want that. Okay, just in case you're wondering, remember we talked about this resource. If you needed some help with constructing your bibliography, make sure you add in a bibliography slide at the end. So after finish slide 6, the last slide, let's call it slide 6A, I want that to be your bibliography. Okay, and we all know it's always going to be APA style. And if we have forgotten how to do that, like I said, go to owlpurdue.com and teach yourself. Okay, so if there is going to be no bibliography, then your communication marks might fall down. Okay, if you have any more questions about this assignment, please ask the question in the Google Doc, so I can provide the answer right there and everybody can learn from that question and answer. Okay, good luck.